Hey everybody, welcome to the Sales Unscripted podcast. This is one of your co-hosts, Margaret Henney.
And the other co-host, Bryan Neal.
We are so excited to be here with you guys. We're ripping through a couple episodes today, which I'm excited about because I haven't seen you.
It's really great to catch up again, and I miss you. And we need to think about this. This is part of being a new show. We need a wardrobe change. So it looks like, because we're on video, but clearly we tranched these recordings.
Just went back to
which
back,
is fine.
baby.
Or maybe we're just in uniform all the time. It doesn't matter. Like the Blue Man Group.
Yeah, exactly.
Right? Right?
Well, my uniform is usually black, and your uniform is
usually
blind zebra.
T-shirt, almost always.
So I think we have our
almost
uniforms.
Always. Done deal.
Nailed it.
And I love the camera tan that we talked about last time too. It's
I
great.
love it too.
We just had 4th of July in the United States. We have international audience, so we got to make sure they were in the U.S. Are you a 4th of July person?
It is my favorite holiday.
Oh, I didn't know this. This
is
is
my favorite holiday.
Okay, this is unscripted.
Yes.
You're the person. Okay.
Okay, and here's why. Because some
Can
people...
I say this is one of my least favorite holidays?
What? No.
See, that's why I wanted to bring it up.
No.
Because I wanted to talk this real quick, and then we got a topic.
We're
talking about sales tools, by the way. Don't go anywhere.
Yeah,
sales tools
we're going to get there. It's going to be a good one, too.
Okay.
But I can't believe it. Okay,
yeah.
So I guess it could be really annoying, but there is just something about like summertime. Okay. And for me, it's a lot about where I'm from. So my folks live in Monticello, Indiana, small town, but it's on a lake.
Yes.
And everybody comes home.
Okay.
So it's like on the block.
Okay.
Everyone, parties up and down the street. You see people you haven't seen in years. There's concerts and there's barbecues and it is like a whole vibe.
Okay.
So I love that.
Okay.
I love patriotic music. I love it. I love a good John Philip Sousa march, baby. Stars and Stripes forever.
A little family call that my family knows that you'll just have to get used to, where I'll yell in a public place, "Nerd alert!" really quick.
Is that me?
And they...
Is it me?
So my kids would know as soon as you said that, she's like, "I love John Sousa music." I'm like, "Nerd alert!"
I know,
just
it
like
is
that.
a total nerd alert. But listen, there is nothing like a snappy march sometimes.
There isn't. I was in the marching band.
I was too.
Right?
Wait, what'd you play?
Trumpet.
I played the mellophone.
I have pictures. You played the mellophone?
Yeah,
Oh, that's fun. That's unique.
I know.
I didn't know that.
Marching version of the French horn for anyone who doesn't know.
It's very, very good.
Yes, I don't know. I just love it. I love the Americana. I love the pageantry. I am a big fireworks person. Love what? Come on. What is to hate about fireworks?
Oh,
I'll cry every time.
They're all the same. You cry.
Yes. Okay.
You're one of my favorite humans on the planet, and I'm just so funny to me.
I well with emotion.
You cry when
Absolutely.
you watch fireworks. I'm laughing with you. Not at you.
Okay, all right. I'd probably deserve this nerd alert, but I'm telling you, it is like a whole moment for me. I can't believe it.
Fantastic.
Okay, so what do you hate about it?
I don't hate it. I say it's my least favorite. I love it. So I'm very patriotic. I'm very pro U.S. I love our country.
Yeah.
Good and bad. Love it all.
Yeah. Sometimes I get pissed, but it's like your family.
That's part of the deal, though.
You know what I mean,
right?
You're
part of the deal.
like, man.
That's part of being here because you can get pissed.
I know.
You know?
Exactly. That's true.
So I don't like loud noises at all.
Okay.
Not a fan. Yeah. Now, you're going to resist this. Mm-hmm. For the most part, every firework looks the same. False. For the most part.
False. Not true. Fake news.
Oh my gosh.
I disagree.
So, let's pull focus a little bit.
Okay.
So they are all, there's an explosion of some sort.
Yeah.
And then there are some sort of colored or white light that emits in a pattern in the sky.
Yeah. Yeah.
They're all the same.
Great.
That's it. And there's no control. There's some control like the sideways thing. And Now, here's what I love. Do you know what I love now?
No.
That's new that we don't have one in Indy.
What?
I love drone shows. Drone shows. Have you seen a drone show?
What the heck's a drone
Margaret,
show?
you've not seen a drone show?
No.
Oh my God, we got to get to our topic.
Okay.
Well, you seriously have never seen a drone show?
I don't know.
Do you watch the Olympics at all? Like they did drone shows in the Olympics? Oh my God. Google a drone show.
Okay.
Now you talk about crying. Like the ability to they take hundreds of drones and they put LED lights on them and they fly them by computer grid in order in the sky. And it is the shit they can do blows your mind.
Oh my God. You better hope you're not on drugs.
It's
I'd freak out.
the death of fireworks. That's my prediction here
Don't
on
say that.
July 11th, 2022. The death of fireworks will be the drone show. No one will ever do fireworks anymore after 3 years from now.
Okay. All right. Hey,
Check.
Write
all
it
be
down.
drone shows.
I am not co-signing that.
All of the firework producers
everyone
will
is
become drone show people.
to their own opinion.
I'm just telling you.
Okay.
Anyway, that was a good, interesting thing. That was
God,
really
that's
funny.
so funny. Well,
Yeah.
I love the 4th of July.
Well, the other part that I have, and this is just more personal, is that July then starts my football season. So my year is sort of over in terms of like only having one job. So now I have 2 jobs basically until next February. So it's kind of like,
You know what my mom always used to say too?
What?
Like, gosh darn it, Kathy. You'd be like 4th of July and she'd be like, halfway through summer.
Oh, thanks, Mom.
This is the halfway point. And I'd be like, don't manifest that shit. Don't say that out
that's
loud.
funny.
We're trying to
Stretch
soak
it out.
up.
Stretch it out.
Same thing. My parents will be like, when we go on vacation, you know what they'll say? They'd be like, better hurry up and relax because we're only here for a week. Yes.
We need a book.
Swear
What's
to
your dad's
God.
name again?
Fred and Kathy.
We need a shit that Fred and Kathy say.
I know.
We do. There's a little better.
I'm like, hurry up and relax. What?
That is
Those
really
things
funny.
don't go together.
That is so fun. It's such a parent thing to say, isn't
God
it? Hurry up and
almighty.
relax. Well, halfway through summer.
Help me.
Well, as soon as Christmas gets here, it's gone. Like shit like
no,
that,
for
right?
real. Or like Christmas is over and they're like, whole year away till Christmas comes again. And you're like, Debbie Downer, get out.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anyway. Okay, so I swear we talk about sales on this
Sales
podcast
tools, there it
too.
is, there it
and we're
is.
going to talk about sales tools. Actually, I'm going to give a shout out to my friend Mariah Torning Bear.
Yeah.
So she is the Bear Minimalist. She is all about organizing
Mariah.
people's homes and businesses, and and she's amazing at what she does. And she actually shouted us out. She was like, "I love SUP. I love Sales Unscripted Podcast." And she was like, "I wonder if you would maybe do an episode on tools, on your favorite sales tools that keep you organized and efficient, because God knows that girl is all about organization and efficiency and doing your job better." So I was like, all right, shout out Mariah. We might do that.
Yes.
So here we are.
And full circle, we know this, right? So we both knew Mariah separately.
Yes.
She was a client of mine, and then one of your BFFs, right?
I know. Small
super,
world, like one of my closest
literally, it's
closest
so
friends.
funny.
Yeah.
Never knew you two even knew each other.
I know.
So it's awesome. So huge fan. Thank you, Mariah. Yeah. Do you want to start talking tools?
I will. So she gave one that she suggested that I love as well. So Calendly.
Yes.
I love Calendly is a scheduling tool. Now, it doesn't have to be Calendly. There's other tools that are out there as well.
Yes.
I think a lot of people probably use it, but if you don't, no matter how big or small your business is, it is a life-changing tool, I think, because you don't have to do this back and forth. Like, hey, we don't get into the calendar. How's Tuesday? Tuesday doesn't work. How's Thursday? I'm on vacation. Like this back and forth BS when it's so important to keep people engaged and just get right to the point. With Calendly, you can be like, hey, take a look at my link. It shows them all the time that you have available, and you can make it specific. Does it want to be a 30-minute meeting? Is it 15 minutes? Is it 1 hour demo or training? Whatever it is, you can send them a link to it. And I especially so if you have to reschedule something, you do the thing, and it's best practice to suggest some dates and times, right? Which is great.
Yep.
You can do the same thing with Calendly, but you put it into the email and they can just click on it and set it right there, rather than send an email back and be like, Tuesday works. They can just do it and take control themselves. So way more efficient and clear.
So much better.
Yeah.
So much better.
Do you use
I don't.
a scheduling tool?
Well, yeah. Her name's Kelly.
Oh.
I do.
Kelly is amazing.
Kelly is amazing. Yeah. So it's there is still a touch that I want. I want people to feel like they're taken care of.
Well, and your business is also like you are a very busy man.
Right.
Right.
Even Calendly might get a little clunky.
And so there's a little bit of
thinking.
whatever. Yeah. But for the traditional, almost anybody, not just sales, I'm telling you,
it's good.
I love
it's
it.
good.
I recommend it. Use it.
Big fans.
Yeah.
Okay, my fave. We're on top of the list here. My fave is Crystal Knows. CRYSTAL.
I knew you were gonna say this
that,
one.
didn't I? I've touted it all the time.
Yeah.
Crystal Knows is a little widget, a little plugin that sits on Google Chrome. I'm sure it sits on other
LinkedIn too.
LinkedIn, yeah.
It has to plug into
LinkedIn. It plugs into LinkedIn.
Yeah.
So when it sits on Google Chrome on your browser, then when you go on LinkedIn, it will, by just virtue of the person's LinkedIn profile, give you their DISC profile, personality profile. Most people know about. If you don't, it just puts you into 4 big categories of dominant, influential, supportive, and compliant.
Yeah, I forgot what they were.
And they're different. Some people used it, so different versions of it. But and more importantly, though, it gives you a conversation coach. So it says, okay, Margaret, I have to make a good first impression. And it tells me things to say to you and ways to say it.
Yep.
They're still authentic to me.
Totally.
But just changing maybe the air of it a little bit. It is phenomenal for selling. You're crazy if you don't use Crystal Knows. That's the way it's crazy.
It's
good.
fascinating,
So
and
good.
it is so dead on.
Yeah.
And for me, when I was doing sales, it just gave me a little bit of a peace of mind to know kind of, or have a better idea about how I'm going into this call, who I am going to be on the call with, because it could be anybody, right? So like, I don't know if they are going to be someone who's high D, and they're like, I want data, I want facts, I want fast, versus someone who's more like emotional. They want storytelling, they want connection, they want, whatever. And like, I can adjust my approach slightly to meet whatever is important to them. Yep. And it just makes my job so much easier.
So good.
So
huge fan.
Yeah, I love it.
Do you have another one?
I do. I'm going to say one that I know you like as well. And I loved this. It's called Gong.
Oh, gosh.
Yeah.
Love.
Gong's great.
Love,
and
love,
there's
love.
other tools that are like it too, like listening. I cannot remember the name of them right now, but it's something that you... Chorus. Thank you.
Chorus.
That's it.
Yes.
You, it's integrated with your Zoom or whatever, tool you might be listening or using to do your conversations. And then you've got like this kind of like a wrap up of how your conversation went. So it talks about, things that you say too much, whether that's fillers like or or whatever. The things that were best for me, because I'm huge offenders on these things, is my talk time versus the leads or prospects talk time.
Yep.
I'm a talker. I'm a big talker. And so I was like, I got to pull back on that and listen a little bit more. It's just because I get really, really excited and passionate. Surprise. And so when I saw that my talk time is like 80-20,
was it really 80-20?
Well, sometimes.
It's okay.
But I got better.
That's
just because I was
awesome.
caught is like, where... I heard this great phrase once: where focus goes, energy flows.
Oh.
So, right? You like that?
Yeah, I like that.
So whatever you're focused on, when you think about it, like you're putting energy towards it, you're more aware of it. You can think about it in the moment. So if you're not aware of your talk time being high, in fact, my talk time is really high right now. Then
we need to plug Gong in.
Okay.
Actually, maybe it's automatic.
Go.
Actually, I think it's our Zoom here.
Oh, Lord.
This is great.
What do you...
Self-awareness. I love it. I just love that you said I'm emotional and passionate, and I thought about you crying during the fireworks. So I'm gonna, something like the FedEx arrow that I can never unsee or think about again.
God. I'll be like...
Do you have a bad cry face?
Everyone has a bad cry
That's true.
face.
That's a good point. Everybody
Come
does. That's
on.
funny. Okay, so can I give a blind zebra tool? I know it's a little self-serving, but we have a tool called ProdPod. ProdPod is a trademark tool. ProdPod, which stands for Productivity Pod.
Yep.
And again, happy to get this to anyone. It's a very step-by-step thing that we use for productivity to get stuff done. Productivity Pod is very simply you and a group of other people. Other people means it's either you and one other, two or three other, 4 total, or 2 or 3. It's up to you. You and other people wanting to get tasks done or things done all around the same theme.
Ooh, okay.
So let's use an example of co-videos. Let's say I want to send some co-videos out. I've been kind of lax in my co-video usage. And so are 2 of my sales team members. I'm like, hey, let's do a co-video prod pod. So what we do is we get together. All we're going to do for a period of time, that period of time is either 30 or 45 minutes, is do co-videos.
Yeah.
And then we report in with a goal. And I say, okay, in 30 minutes, I'm going to send out 6. And then you're my buddy and you say, okay, I'm going to send out 6 also. And then our other person says, I'm going to try to send out 8. Okay, go. We start the clock. So all we 3 of us do for 30 minutes is send co-videos out. And then we get done. We report how we did relative to our goal. That's it. It's
Okay,
so good.
I'm going to blow your mind
So
here
good.
real quick.
Please.
I might get this figure wrong, but my team did a co-video prod pod.
Yes.
All around just recording co-videos. So they were like, we're going to see how many we can do. We're not sending them out right now. We're just going to record them, then we can go back and dump them into an email or, do whatever. And they did a contest to see who could get the most in 1 hour. And I'm pretty sure our sales director, Elizabeth, won. And I think she did something like 72 videos.
Shut up.
In 1 hour.
Shut up.
I swear to God.
72?
Yes. Now, granted, this was like, she had a list of everyone that she's saying, but she was like, hey, Bryan, you know, wanted to send you this message. We work with people like you doing blah, 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 blah. And I was like, blown away. I think that was the number, but it was like totally amazing. So shout out to Elizabeth. I'll confirm that number, but it was it was something completely insane.
Yes.
So,
and then you scale that by the team. Prod Pod. It's a great, great tool. If you don't have regular Prod Pods on your calendar, by regular I mean at least one a week, then you're failing. Yeah. You're no good. I'm kidding.
Then you're failing.
You're worthless.
On our last episode, you literally were just like, I don't like to talk in always and nevers.
Yeah, exactly. Right. Except for this. But I did that one, and I will again this. If you don't have one Prod Pod a week on your calendar, you're a failure. And I love the you're failing versus you're a failure.
Yeah, those are different.
That drill. Those are different, right?
Yep. So
what I did is not who I am.
That's see, look at you with the therapy
talks. What I did is
talks.
not who I am, of course.
That's
right,
great.
Right?
That's great.
Yep.
I will add another one.
Yeah, please.
It's an obvious one.
What?
It's Go Video.
Okay, we are unscripted. I'm like, I don't know where this is going. And we're not. This isn't a self-promo podcast, but you can't help yourself, can you?
I'm sorry. Well, what I really wanted to focus on here when we're talking about sales tools is because sometimes you look up, like if you Google best sales tools, you know, whatever, so many of them are actually marketing tools or operations tools. It's true,
That's
right?
True.
So,
really good. Yeah.
You know, it's stuff that the sales team will use and benefit from, but I'm talking about tools that you yourself can control. You can use them, you can implement them without saying like, hey, we need everybody on the team doing it. Because really, we've talked about this before, being in sales is like being your own individual business owner, right? So you got to take control of it. And I know that that's not always possible, but the ones that I want to focus on today these are all things that you can purchase or have subsidized on your own and start using even without being like, we're going to have a whole new CRM.
Yes,
like,
yeah. Love it.
So Co-Video is one of them for many obvious reasons.
So you have a shopping list. We've just given you a shopping list, right? So you shop for Co-Video, Blind Zebra Prod Pods, Gong, Crystal Nose, and Calendly.
Calendly, yeah, right? Or some kind of scheduler.
And most of those you can buy independently, not for that much money.
Yep.
There's an expense column in your expense reform, like if you use Concur, called Other. Just put it in there.
Yep, totally.
Tell your boss I told you to.
And then like go nuts with each of them. You know what I mean? And you can do them all at once.
It's the international sign for going nuts.
Go nuts.
Kind of comes along with the squirrel. No, he's not.
It does. Well, we're doing a lot of hand motions
on
the
nuts.
On the last episode. Did I do Surrender Cobra?
You did, yeah.
Oh,
it's a video show too.
Yeah, you can check us out on YouTube, by the way, because if you're just listening, you're only getting half the fun. I don't know.
I love it. Okay.
Anyway,
good stuff.
Check it out.
All right, let's go watch some fireworks.
Later.
All right, bye.